What's going on, y'all? It's me, Erica. We talked about R. Kelly this morning. I guess we could have talked about it yesterday because they showed the damn near the whole interview. That they said they talked for 90 minutes or 80 minutes and they only came up with 10 minutes of stuff. I don't understand. I just do not understand. What kind of interview was that? If you said telling everybody you spent 80 minutes with the man and we only getting 10 minutes, and of that 10 minutes you commentating from the newsroom, so in actuality it may have been 7 minutes. Is that all? I don't understand I just don't get that at all. Anyway, so all psychology classes are around the world using this as an example of a clinical example of narcissism. That is everything that I saw in terms of what I know about narcissists is what R. Kelly's behavior demonstrated to me in this interview with Gayle King. First of all, I'm still baffled that it's less than 10 minutes and they was with him for an hour, almost 2 hours. Okay. They also interviewed Azriel and what's the other girl's name? I remember Azriel. What's the other girl's name? I can't remember. What the fuck is her name? Azriel and Joyce. Is that her name? 21 and 23 years old. They interviewed them first. Where you going, bitch? They interviewed them. I'm going to talk about them first because we already know R. Kelly's story. We already know what he's going to do. We already know he's going to put on a performance. We already know, like, first of all, your lawyers are fucked up because I would have never allowed this man to be in an interview at all with a pending criminal investigation. Not at all. You can't go. You can't talk. You are illiterate enough to incriminate yourself. I think you smart. You might think you smart because manipulating women who are vulnerable makes you believe that you are smart. When them girls decide like that they don't want to deal with that anymore, they will leave. All of them did. All of them did. When somebody said yesterday online, I thought y'all said believe women. I believe them. Everything they saying, I believe them. I'm going to believe them. I'm going to believe them. Believe them. Are their parents out for money? Believe them. Believe everything they said. I thought it was very odd that I thought it was very indicative of a controlling behavior for R. Kelly to be offset, no pun intended, coughing so that they can hear that he's listening to them. That is a demonstration of control and manipulation. Manipulate this interview by being off camera, and I'm going to let you know that I'm here, so you better watch what the fuck you say. Azriel was so defensive and outspoken, and I do not believe that she did not want to be a singer. Now, I don't believe that. I do believe that she's lying when she said that. Her behavior was just very defensive. But what's her name? Joycelyn, she didn't say much, just co-signing what the 21-year-old said. She's saying that her parents basically sold her to him, that they were going to extort him. And there are some reports about Azriel's parents and their motivation behind what they're doing in relation to their child and R. Kelly. I'm not gonna not believe her to say that they sent me to an R. Kelly concert. That was true. They said that. I want her to be on stage with R. Kelly. She's 17 years old. She's saying her parents told her to lie to him about her age. So he never knew her age or whatever. I don't understand. If this girl ends up with you, why don't you have access to her ID? Well, he didn't care. He doesn't care anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Even though I'm asking these logical ass questions when everybody in this situation is dealing with drunk ass logic. I just don't understand. She's saying that her parents are trying to get money. Then Azriel ends up breaking down and ends up crying. She's in there cussing. It's very combative, very confrontational, telling Gayle, don't ask me questions about my bed, what I do in the bedroom and this and that. So y'all 21 and 23 years old having sex with a 52-year-old man, in a relationship with a 52-year-old man. And I'm glad that Gayle asked them So what do y'all want to do with your lives? Are you happy doing this? Is this what you're happy doing? Well, I really don't know what I want to do with my life. Okay, that's fair, 21 years old. But before you said you never wanted to be a singer, that your parents pushed you onto R. Kelly. You took to R. Kelly. Okay. Now you're living with him and you don't know what you want to do with your life. I'm not with Azriel for her talent. Azriel doesn't have talent. So then she said that she wanted to kill herself because her parents were trying to make her be a singer. Believe women. Believe them. Oh my God, this shit is fucking nasty. Believe them. Believe them. Oh God. I fucking hate that place. Y'all can't even make a good cup of fucking coffee. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so annoyed today. I am just so fucking annoyed. I wrote on here, believe them. R. Kelly in the back coffin. Believe them. Believe the girls, honey. Honey, believe them. Whatever they say, believe them. I'm at this point, if y'all want to be with that man and he abuses you, believe him. When y'all ready to get out of that situation, everybody will be here to support you when you're ready to get out of that abusive, controlling, manipulative relationship. I believe them. Everything they fucking said, except for the part where I didn't want to be a singer. I don't believe that shit for 1 minute, Azriel. Your ass is fucking lying. You're lying. You wanted to be a goddamn singer. Why the fuck would you be up and first of all, a 52-year-old man and you 21? You 21 and he 52? It's nothing. That's fucking disgusting, my nigga. You having sex, you letting him stick his old ass shrivel up ringworm dick in you, girl. That's fucking disgusting. And the other one too, she just sitting there quiet. Why are all these 50 women lying? All of them lying. All of them have the same story, and hardly any of them know each other. But they all have the same story. Oh, they lying. Everybody's lying. It's everybody's fault. The only fault that I have, this is the narcissistic shit. The only issue that I have is that I have a big heart. That's the only issue that I have, is that I have a big heart and that I forgive people too much. Did you do anything wrong? No. They're all lying on me. Why would they have the same lie and don't know each other? That defies logic. Again, these are people dealing in drunk logic is what I like to call it. It's like, you know how you try to have a logical conversation, coherent conversation with a drunk person? You ever tried that? That's what you're talking to. That's what you're talking to when you try to have a conversation with R. Kelly. He's not going to admit anything he said. He never does. It's everybody else's fault but his own. His only fault is that he has a big heart. This nigga is out of control. Like I said, every psychology class across the nation needs to use him as a clinical example of what narcissism looks like. This is narcissism right here. Right here. Look at it. Look at it. And then press play and look at it. Everybody is lying on him. Social media is to blame. The banks are to blame. His people, his old road manager, they're lying. The man who helped you with Aaliyah, the man who helped you forge the marriage certificate, he's lying too? Oh, okay. And have you ever sex with anyone under 17? He said no. Are people allowed to be mad at me? He's saying people are lying on him. They get mad at him and then want to create this lie on him and try to get book deals in reality shows. They're lying on me. They're assassinating me. I'm buried alive. Then he gets up with his performance, starts beating his chest and moving all around. Girl, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Now, Gayle King, she did a great job in staying calm, because I would have said, cut these motherfucking cameras. You're not about to get up here and perform. Let me tell you something. I, for one, did not understand the reason why you feel like you want to interview R. Kelly so quickly. Unless your motive was for him to incriminate himself. His illiterate ass will end up incriminating himself. At one point, he says, well, he said 30 years, y'all trying to kill me. And I wrote performing. He was putting on a full-fledged performance, honey. He was on full display. Are the cameras still rolling? Because I want them to get my performance. When that's how sick he is. I'm sure he's watched it over and over. And how ironic is that this motherfucker lives in Trump Tower? Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? You live in Trump Tower, my nigga, and you out here putting on shows, stunts and shows for the people. I bet you he went home and looked at this interview over and over and over again to see how well he performed. That's a fucking narcissist, dude. That nigga is crazy. He needs help. He needs to, and she even gave him an opportunity to say, well, what do you need help with? What's going on? I just need people to help because I got a big heart. Girl, you're a fucking weirdo. That's what the fuck you are. Said something, I don't know if y'all caught it, in his rant. See, that's why you let people rant. That's what I said. I don't really care that they did this interview, but what was your goal to have him incriminate himself? He mentioned in his rant two things. One, I got women locked up. Do I let them come out just to get shoes from their uncle? That's very, very specific. And another very specific thing he said, there are real girls being abducted and raped who can't get out and end up buried and dead. I said on a video that R. Kelly, when we did the Surviving R. Kelly recaps, I said I would not be surprised if R. Kelly has killed a girl. I would not be surprised if he has killed a girl. And when he said that, I said, God damn it. Nigga, what did you just say? There's real girls out here who are really chained up and who end up buried and dead. Help me not to have a big heart. Gayle King called him out. Sounds like you're playing victim, bruh. She said she never felt in danger. He was very aggressive, and then that is indicative of, he probably puts that on 100% when he's alone. It's probably worse than that. It's the anger and then the victim and then why are you doing this to me? It's a narcissist. It's like I said on Twitter this morning, he is a psychology professor's wet dream, honey. That would be the first thing I played this morning in class if I was a psychology professor. Y'all want to see what narcissism looks like? And let's review what the description of narcissism is as a personality disorder. Let's review that. All right, now we see the clinical definition. Press play so you can see a visual representation of this behavior. It's amazing. Now the motherfucker is back in jail. He's back in jail and he needs to pay over $161,000. First of all, I love the way that the people put it when they were making the report. He owes $161,000 in child support, but the judge is not going to let him go until he pays his children. What he owes them. Until he pays his children what he owes them. But you want to have a relationship with your children and you owe $161,000 and Drea is doing something to keep you from working. So when you was working, how did you get $161,000 in arrears if you want to have a relationship with your children and you're still working? And your illiterate ass is still making money and you're $161,000 in arrears. Let his fucking ass sit in jail. Let his goddamn ass sit in jail. His daughter came out and said they haven't had a relationship with their father in years. And why would any girl, especially a girl, a boy too, why would you want to have a relationship with your father? One, he abused your mother. Two, he's abusing other women and children. And he's been accused of and went up to and tried for abusing underage girls. Sorry. How is that? Why would anyone want to foster a relationship with Lucifer, with a monster? Now you ain't Lucifer, nigga. You ain't bringing no light to nothing. You are not. You're a dark entity within our community that deserves to be eliminated, because there will always be children. There will always be 21-year-olds and 17, 18, 19-year-old girls who are easily manipulated and easily vulnerable and out here being naive and shit. I can't spend time with my kids. They don't want to spend time with you, nigga. You owe them $161,000. Them. You owe your children $161,000, and your ass is gonna sit there until you pay it. So instead of that bitch who put $100,000 up for your bail, she should have paid your child support in arrears. That's what she should have paid. That's all I gotta say about R. Kelly, honey. He is a psychology professor's wet goddamn dream. I have never seen it on full display like that. Everybody is to blame. Everybody is lying. Everybody is lying. Azriel needs help. She's gonna need help. The other girl's gonna need help. She was very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Yeah, get your ass over, nigga. Don't run up behind me. Anyways, that's my time, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Let me know what you thought of the interview. I'm out. Peace.